So you can't afford more watches, but you want to splurge some moolah on your obsession with this hobby? Well, you need to keep watching. And hey guys, let me introduce myself. My name is Troy, I'm bold, and I collect watches. And so today's purpose of the video is to help you save some money, but still allow you to breathe new life into your tired collection. Today's video has been sponsored by Strapsco, who have very kindly sent me some straps to review. Now, for full transparency, it was me who reached out to them with the idea to showcase some of their straps on some of my Seikos. The paid promotion is because I do get to keep the straps. So with that disclaimer out the way, let's check out some straps. First up, we have the Dassari nylon strap. This strap has been manufactured to perfectly fit your Seiko turtle, and it's available in 4 colors. You can have it in black, blue, grey, or army green. I decided to go with the black because it really is so versatile, and on my Save the Ocean Great White, I think this black looks magnificent. Now, I totally understand that close to $60 for a strap is a bit rich for some of us out there, but the quality of the strap does warrant that price. Granted, some of you may go to online outlets and Chinese sites to save some dollars, and there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes it's nice to treat yourself, maybe to a nice steak or a day out. All this costs money, so why not spend that little extra now and again? After all, $60 is a massive saving against having to buy yourself another Seiko watch. A new strap breathes life into a watch that you may have fallen out of love with, so instead of selling that watch at a loss, rekindle that bond with your timepiece. The strap is pretty stiff and rigid and is substantially padded. This reassures me that this strap will last me a while, something you'll certainly want if you're spending a bit more on your straps. The stitching has been done extremely well. This again shows me that the strap is of quality, there's no loose stitching and it's finished well, as are the keepers, and here we are, one is floating and one is static. If we take a look at the buckle, this is a place where Strapsco could have maybe saved a bit of money with some cost cutting, but it's great to see that they haven't. It's constructed of brushed stainless steel, and that helps with the utility tool watch appearance. A polished buckle would have just been a big no-no. Underneath we have the Dassari stamp, and we also have a genuine leather stamp. It's also finished in a dark cream colour with some white stitching. And just like the upper side of the strap, the stitching has been done to a high standard. If you haven't noticed already, the strap does come with quick release pins. These pins allow for easier strap changes, so if you're a novice collector, they are fantastic. You needn't worry about buying tools or scratching your watch case when swapping over. Strap changes are easier on this model because of the drilled lugs, but it's still great to have those quick release pins. They're just so much more user friendly. But going back to what I said about the price, it may be out of some of your price ranges, but I can assure you I have been impressed with this strap, especially considering it's made to fit this case so perfectly. The end of the straps have been made in such a way with a slight curve and arch to give you the closest fit to the watch case and lugs, and it doesn't allow for any visible light or any gaps. This is another reason why you shouldn't really turn your nose up when it comes to spending extra on a watch strap. But pop your comments down below, let me know what you think of this strap. Next up, we have another strap from Strapsco's sub-brand Dassari. The Dassari lineup is their more premium offering, so again it's perfect if you did want to spend that little extra on customizing your watch. So the reasons behind choosing this strap is to see what the fuss is about when it comes to FKM, and for the short period of owning this strap, I instantly found it more comfortable and a lot more resistant to picking up that lint and dust. The strap I found to offer great breathability with these extra vents, and that's perfect for the hotter weather. It allows the wrist to breathe, and it will also help your strap from getting clogged with sweat and dead skin. As you can see, I've added the strap to my SKX 009 because I think the blue is the perfect companion for this Pepsi bezel. But I also think it looks just as great on my SKX 007. The strap feels thick and substantial, which assures me it will be long lasting, and because it's made of this FKM, I'm also certain, due to what I've seen online, it's going to age very, very well. I've mentioned how thick this strap is, and so are these keepers, and we have two keepers. This time they're both floating. The only criticism I have is for the buckle. I would like to have seen it brushed and a tad more substantial. Because the strap is so thick, I think maybe had Strapsco gone for a Panerai style clasp, it would have been a much better choice. The branding is non-existent on this strap, which may be a smart choice, so whatever's on your wrist, it's not going to be bogged down with multiple logos and different brands. But I know there's some of you out there that maybe would have preferred to showcase a Dassari strap on your wrist because you've spent that little bit extra. Maybe Strapsco could have stamped something on the buckle, maybe put something on the underside of the strap. But we do have the strap width added to the underside, which is extremely helpful, especially when you have a box full of straps just like I do. So I mentioned price, and this strap will come in at under $35, which is more expensive than, say, an AliExpress strap, but I feel confident that this strap will last you a hell of a long time. The fact that it doesn't attract that dust and lint, and it will have limited amount of dead skin thanks to those vents, this will be a one-time purchase. And I think for that small investment, I've shown that I have managed to completely revitalize the look of these SKX models. The strap comes in 18, 20, and 22mm lug widths, which means it will fit a whole host of watches out there, and the strap is also available in blue, black, brown, red, green, and orange. Pop down in the comments below and tell me what color you would choose and what you would pair it up with. Okay, so this time we're going to be going back to basics. Nothing flash, but just a good old-fashioned traditional leather strap in black. This is the Dassari tapered pebbled leather strap. This leather strap has its pebbled tag because of this pebbled texture. Instead of a flat or padded strap with a strong visual stitching, this strap is more subtle in its approach. There is some stitching to the top of the strap, adding a little character to its design. This is in black, so it doesn't stand out and distract from the rest of the look of the leather. For a vintage-inspired strap, it's pretty thick. It's not obscenely thick, but definitely enough to know you've got a modern strap. The thickness is just right and looks especially great in dressing up my Dress KX. On the buckle part of the strap, we have some more extra stitching, and we have our two keepers. On this model, one keeper moves and the other is static, and you'll see that the buckle is brushed. Everything on this strap I think is perfect. That is, until I saw this. Now I'm not too sure if mine is faulty, but I think there's just too much of a gap. I'd like to think that this is maybe a production error because the opposite side is fine. If you're unsure of what I mean, if you take a look near the lug, you can see the spring bar. And that's such a shame because I love this strap. But I know the guys over at Strapsco engage very much with the community, and if you had this and were unhappy, I'm sure they would exchange it for you. If we take a look at the bottom of the strap now, you'll see that the strap comes with quick release pins, and it does have that Dassari stamp, and it also has our lug width. And like I mentioned earlier, this especially helps if you've got loads of unorganized straps just like me. Now the idea behind taking this strap on was I wanted to showcase it on the Dress KXs that I have in my collection, but it'd be rude not to add the other dress watches in my collection. Let me know what you think. Which one is your favourite combo? The price for this strap is under $40, and when doing this review and going through the process and doing research, it does seem to be the standard pricing for a Dassari strap. I would certainly like to think that this is a fair price for the quality here and the versatility that this watch strap would give you, but what is extra special is the amount of options you get when you're buying this strap. You can buy it in a short, medium and long, so it's perfect if you find your wrist is larger or smaller than your average wrist size. For the purpose of sizing, my wrist is just over 7 inches. But what is even more amazing is that you can get this strap in the rarer 19 and 21mm lug widths, as well as your more traditional 18, 20 and 22mm. Now it's time to move on to the only Strapsco branded strap in the lineup, and that is this Suede offering. I have to first off say that this is the cheapest in the collection at under $20, but the impact and the impression it gave me was still the same. I was very impressed, and this is actually my favourite out of all 4 straps. Here it is on my Seiko Alpinist Sunbeam Forest, and we have shed load of variety on offer with this strap. We have 13 different colours, 3 different sizes, and 6 different lug widths. So I'm sure there is a suede strap out there for everybody. One thing I do have to do, and I don't really want to, is bring to your attention that the amount of dust that this strap collects. But this problem isn't only exclusive to this strap, as I do have another suede strap in my collection and I have exactly the same problem. But I have to admit, I just love the texture, the feel, and the look of this strap, and suede straps are some of my favourites out there. The option I have on hand here today is the standard length in black with the white stitching at a 20mm lug width. I love this contrast stitching, and I have another strap like this that I use on my Seiko Zen Garden, and I never take it off, and that's partly due to the look that this accent stitching gives. At the bottom of the strap we have the stitching and 2 contrast stitchings to the top, and on the buckle side we have a double stitch on both ends. The top part of the strap is your suede, and the underside of the strap is leather. As you'll see, the underside of the strap has the genuine leather mark and the Strapsco logo, and again I have to just show you the thickness of this strap. It really is substantial, and it's something that's on trend when you get a strap from Strapsco. There are 2 keepers, one floating and one static, and we have a brushed buckle, and the sizing here is just perfect. And there you have it. That's the 4 straps on show today in the Seiko Showcase. Thank you to Strapsco. If you're on the market for a new strap or two, go check them out. And right now, they have buy 2 straps and get your third for free, making your purchase that extra sweet. Shipping was just around a month from the US to the UK, and it was free of charge, but there are quicker options if you're happy to pay a small fee. So I hope you've enjoyed today's show, and I hope you've enjoyed the fact that I've managed to show you a cost-effective way to keep that watch collecting bug alive where you don't have to spend a fortune. Please remember guys, I'm an enthusiast and not an expert, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers!